Stay tuned if you want to see my Willy. Hi there and welcome to Jay's Toy Collection UK, and today we'll be adding another new toy line to the toy collection, but this one is not my fault. Before we get into the video, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and leave your comments below. Also, why not join the channel membership? We got hashtag flip open the flat for all the emojis and hashtag the wedding fund to help Cheeky Monkey with the wedding, exclusive videos, and hopefully fund some of these toys. So, you've seen it. It's in my hand. Yes, this is Groundskeeper Willy, and of you pervs out there, from the new Jakks Pacific Simpsons line. This line I was not going to collect because I already have the World of Springfield. And then I got a dirty case of the FOMO. And this time, it wasn't my fault. So, shout out good friend of the channel, Dan Who Reviews here on YouTube, and Mr. Cool Toys UK on Instagram, because Dan and Phil are two dirty enablers. So I was on Legends and Liquor this weekend on Dan's channel. Go and check out that 4-hour live stream if you haven't. And he was singing tunes from The Simpsons. It got The Simpsons in my head, and what happens? Phil was sliding into my DMs, showing me pictures of these new Simpsons figures. Now, I knew what they looked like. I tried just to walk by them on the store shelves, but I could see my local Smiths was getting low. They were literally down to one Willy and one Otto. So I pulled the trigger. I pulled the trigger purely out of FOMO. So what it's going to lead to is a complete change in the toy room. So today's video will be over the next couple of days as I move stuff around the toy room. You will see what this dirty case of FOMO has done to me, because I'm going to have to move quite a lot of toy shelves. So it's basically a day in the life of a toy collector suffering from FOMO. But do let me know in the comments, are you collecting this new line of the Simpsons figures? Because they've already announced up to probably wave 4 or 5 now, and some very good characters are coming. So enough waffling from me, let's get into the video. Well, we were about to start the video, and then a live delivery from Amazon just turned up. So I had to backtrack the rest of wave 1 I couldn't find on the Smith shelf, because all the Barts they had suffer from the case of the wonky eye, which does seem to be a problem within this new Simpsons line. But Amazon, for the win there. First time, straight eyes on Bart. I also picked a Homer, and he looks pretty straight to me too. So I am not modelling. Cheeky Monkey is doing the modelling there. She's on camera. She is a big Simpsons fan. She's not happy with those two dirty enablers, though, is she?
No, but I mean, I can't argue, really. Look at them. They're actually quite cute.
So,
but, you know, hopefully they won't cost as much as Hot Toys, so that's a bonus.
Well, there we are. We're not too bad in so far. I used a voucher and they were half price at Smith's, and these are on Amazon. So about £20 in for the whole wave 1. So that's not bad at all, dear, is it?
Not bad at all.
Not bad. So she's looking forward to this new Simpsons collections. Are you looking forward to it, or is that a lie?
I'm just wondering where you're going to put it all.
Where are going to put them? Well, stay tuned, people. You will find out where I will put them, and so will Cheeky Monkey. So, we're now in the collection, and here is the World of Springfield that I literally only moved into the toy room about a week ago, but it's going to have to move again because it's there with some of the Mayfex figures. So let me give you a quick overview of kind of where we are with the World of Springfield. So I started backtracking these, well, over a year ago now, from sort of the NEC toy fairs that I tend to attend here in the UK after the cancellation of the line from Super 7, which did annoy me. So I went back to try and find the only Simpsons figure you could really get at the time, which were the classic sort of 2002 World of Springfield figures here from Playmates, I do believe. So they are a fun collection, but they do severely lack in articulation. So they are like little statues on the shelf, but they do come with the very cool diorama backdrops. So I've been picking them up, as I say, from toy fairs and from eBay. I haven't really paid more than sort of £10 a figure. So if I do eventually sell these off and replace them when they've got enough characters, I suppose, in the new line, hopefully they won't be too hard to sell off. And actually, the diorama pieces will come in very handy because the figures do tend to scale. But what I'm going to be doing for now and in this video is we're going to have 2 separate displays. So I need to make a separate shelf for the new figures, and then we need to move these World of Springfield figures. So we'll have one shelf which is pretty much almost full of the World of Springfield, and then we will have one shelf of the new figures from Jakks. But yeah, growing up, absolutely loved The Simpsons. Me and my sister used to watch it every single day as we were growing up. So it's great to finally actually have a toy line from it. But not when I collected back in the day, because I wasn't collecting toys in 2002. I was literally just about to start. So now, my God, over 20 years later, we've finally got a modern toy line, which seems to be going quite deep. That variant sort of softball Homer, that was pretty exciting to see. So hopefully we're going to have all these characters and more. And if they go as deep as they have with the Mario line, then we could be in for quite a few figures, about 40 waves deep into that. So I think 2 shelves in a toy room for Simpsons is enough. Now, the eagle-eyed amongst you would have noticed that that is the Otto figure from the new Jakks line. So I do have the original version, but I just replaced him in there, just to see what the scale was like. And they do literally scale absolutely perfectly together. I'm not too much into mixing lines, as you know, but they do scale. So that is good. So I think one collection side by side next to each other will look quite good. So if I pan back, you will see where we're going to go. Just around the corner then with the fan there. Don't need it at the moment. It's absolutely freezing up here. So we've got the biker mice from Mars. We have a whole sort of 90s cartoon section. I've not showed it off on the channel yet. And I won't show it fully in this one. That'll be a video still to come. Load of boxes. We have an empty shelf labelled there for Scooby-Doo. That's what we're going to have. And then we have a shelf down here for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 90s movies. They don't really fit the theme of cartoon, but 2 shelves of Simpsons I think will work. So the bottom shelf down there with the Turtles will become this shelf for the world of Springfield, leaving us a vacant shelf on top for the new line. And I do have loads of the diorama pieces there. So there's sort of a shot at the living room. These interactive play sets, they don't really work because they're so old, but they'll definitely scale. So looking forward to this. So this is what FOMO gets you. I'm going to have to move at least 3 shelves, but I'm not getting rid of the turtle stuff, but there's no more room in the toy room, so they're going to have to go in the office or the live stream area. So I'm going to have to move collections out of there. So effectively, one little change is going to cause about 5 or 6 bigger changes. The life of a toy collector. So in the comments below, do you enjoy moving your action figures? Do you do it all the time, or is it just me? Where do we start this then? So I think the easiest thing to do is move the box figures. If I get those out the way, that'll give us a free shelf and some space to work in. And if by magic the shelf is clear, I did film all the boxes. That's going to be a channel member exclusive little bonus video of all the boxes that were in the way. But then they're out the way. They haven't gone very far. They're literally there. So I can do a bit of manoeuvrage now, clean the shelf off, I think, and then we can start getting some dioramas in to start the Simpsons display. Now, long-time viewers will remember what we dust with on the channel. Of course, it's a sock, so it's straight off my foot, and it's going in for that nice bit of dusting. So get your dust off, people, with a sock. No need for a cleaning cloth here. That'll do the job. Absolutely smashing. So a sock, that's all you need. So after the educational segment of the sock dusting, we've got the clear shelf. So I've just picked up the dioramas, just to have a quick little look at what we could potentially be doing over there. So I've opened up Homer, so that's a fantastic little fun figure. These are quite fun, these new Jakks Pacific Simpsons figures, and we've opened Otto as well. So we've got some of the World of Springfield dios in there. But as you can see, the lighting not quite right on the shelf. This is sort of my extension shelf. I didn't quite have enough light to go around the corner, but I may be able to solve that, because there is a nice pile of wires down there to sort out. But to do that, I'm going to have to move the turtles. We need to move them anyway. They're going to go into the other room, and you'll sort of see as the video goes on how one thing leads to another, and it spirals into one shelf, creates a lot of work. So I have to try and get these turtles out, but they are necker, so these things do like to break. So I've got to try and do it without breaking them. Got April on the stand, as you can see. This thing would never stand up, could never get those heels to actually stand up. There's a top tip as well, hairdryer. So I've now got a permanently plugged in hairdryer here in the toy room for all your figure heating needs. So again, lots of top tips in this video. Right, it's not the neatest thing in the world, but I had to lie down in some very awkward positions to get to the cables, but I have managed to stretch one out at least. So we do have light across the whole shelf there, so most tavern and all the figures in front will be lit up. We'll give you a bit of a blue sort of hue as I'm recording in the corner, If I get the ringing light there later, you'll see how clear it looks, much more clear in person. And down the bottom where the world of Springfield is going to go, managed to get sort of 2 dioramas in there. We can get the school in and we can get the church in. And it leaves us all the space for the world of Springfield figures. And I've moved the fan out of the way. That usually hides where we see the crazy mess of plugs. So we have all sorts of things going on down there. But that's what we've managed to do so far. So it's all well lit. But now I've got a floor full of turtles that I need to get placed somewhere else. And then we'll come back and do the fun bit, which is like putting the figures on and doing the display. So now we've made our way into my office, or the sort of live stream area. So that is what you see behind me on live stream. So we're going to have to do some rearranging in here because we've got the Mayfex. I've got a bit of room there where I've got a Mondo box to move some of the Mezco into. We've got Batman 66 over in the corner. Then we've got a bit of Spawn there. And then the main section really is all sort of the Star Wars Black Series has moved into here. So I think I actually want Star Wars Black Series that side and then 2 shelves just there of the Turtles, which means I need to move Spawn and I need to move the Batman 66. So there's a spare cube down there, there's a Metal Gear Solid collection down there, and there's D&D. So I think I have to move the D&D, put the McFarlane Spawn stuff down there, maybe move that across. So all this manoeuvre just to fit in some Simpsons figures, see? This is just how it spirals. More awkward positions. So I'm now down on the floor, but I have managed to get the bottom shelves done. So there is the Dan Who Crew duck from the duck race, that Tac custom. That thing is insane. So we then do have the Batman 66 has moved down, the Metal Gear Solid has moved over, and Todd himself is in the collection. Todd's over there with the Spawn stuff, leaving the Star Wars there, of course. And then if we pan across, 2 empty, very dusty shelves to put the Turtles in. So time to get the old sock out, dust again, and let's get some figures in. And we're back. Bit of dusting has happened there to fit the Mezco in, but the Turtles are in. So there they are in all their glory. So that is the first film that gets its own dedicated cube there with Disguised Wrath at the front, of course, with Shredder and Splinter. So you get the sort of purpley hue that reflects the channel that you'll see in the background of the live streams. If you're watching it when this video goes out, there will be a live stream this Friday because Marvel Legends are revealing some new figures here. And then more Turtles there. So movie 2 and 3 combined. Not my favourite films in the world, especially the third film. That's absolutely terrible. But again, with a sort of deep purple hue. It does come easier to see in real life than it is on the camera. It does come through a bit darker on camera. But you've got your 2 shelves there of Turtles and into your 2 shelves of Star Wars. So that's that bit done. So now, are we ready to actually get some Simpsons figures on the shelf? I think we might be, and yes, I've forgotten something. Destruction has begun of the world of Springfield. We've collapsed the display. And if I come down, you'll see what we've done. So I've managed to remember I do actually own the school bus. So I'm trying to wedge that in behind the plugs. You probably won't see it there, but at least it's in the collection. And starting off doing the church scene with Homer, Reverend Lovejoy, Bart and Lisa. And then in the school, Willie and the music teacher, whose name I do always forget, is there with Principal Skinner. So that'll be the displays that you'll hopefully see. I say this bit will kind of get cut off, so I will continue adding more figures. And just like that, the shelf is clear, so that will be the Scooby-Doo shelf underneath the Turtles next to the Jada toys. And it all fits absolutely perfectly. We'll take a closer look in a minute. Because what we'll do now is get some unboxing done, because I've got to open my Willy. And there we have it then. Everything is in. I am done. So let's show you what we've done. So I've got the ring light on to give you a much better look. But literally we couldn't have had a better sized shelf without any wriggle room to spare. I've got every single World of Springfield character I own in the display. And to me, that looks like a classic Simpsons poster my sister used to have on her bedroom wall when we were growing up, where you had like hundreds, like all the characters in The Simpsons on one poster. So that's a very cool collection. And my earlier thoughts, will I ever sell this? No, maybe I won't. I think I actually will keep the World of Springfield. I think we will go 2 collections on The Simpsons. I do enjoy The Simpsons that much, and this just looks far too nice. I do like the stacked sort of display there. So at the back, you've got Reverend Lovejoy and say Homer in the church dio, and you've got Principal Skinner, and Willie has joined him there in the school dio. Ignore the plugs. You don't really see them from the actual viewing angle in the toy room, and the school bus is underneath. So all of the variant characters down here on the left, I've gone for the family front and centre in the middle there. We've got sort of most bar scene characters. It's going to be interesting to see as the new line comes, the differences. Already I've got the white apron Mo there from like the earlier seasons, and then we'll have the actual, the proper coloured apron as I call it. All that controversy we had with the Super 7 apron coming from Jakks. That'll be pretty cool to see Mo. That's in Series 2. I think you can order those on Amazon now, but they will be due at Smith soon. There's some classic VHS down there. So you didn't know, I've got some classic wrestling VHS. You've got Chief Wiggum and the police down the corner. So all in all, I think it does look pretty nice. If I take the ring light out the way there, you'll sort of see from my viewing angle, that's my kind of viewing angle, so you don't see the plug setup. I'll put the ring light back because it does make quite a difference to the actual lighting of this section. Adding the ring light in there. Unky Herb, I think that's a great figure from this line. And my absolute favourite at the front there, that's where he gets front and centre. Hi there, I'm Troy McClure. You may remember me from previous Jay's Toy Collection video as Jay collects far too many toy lines. But Troy, you say far too many toy lines? Well, we have finally done it. I have cracked, and we have another toy line. So I've only got Series 1. That is the viewing angle display that you will see just there. Managed to get the extra bit of lighting in. But that is Series 1 of the brand new Jakks Pacific Simpsons in. And so far I'm impressed. The only thing I don't like, could do with some neck articulation. I've only got rotation in the neck, so I would have liked some actual sort of proper modern neck articulation there, just to get some more slightly dynamic poses out of them. But they merge in absolutely perfectly with the World of Springfield diorama sets at the back there. So we've got the full Simpsons living room, the kitchen, and the fact they plug together, that looks really good. I really do enjoy the Simpsons. Absolute nostalgia at its best. And we've got Mo's Bar there waiting for Mo to come in Series 2. So I need to go and get my hands on Series 2. And then I think we've got Lenny and Carl. And I think Barney's been announced in Series 3 and 4 and so on. So we'll have the pub scene completed quite quick. Now I do have more of these dioramas. I think I've got the police station. I've got the Quickie Mart. Got a few other ones I can swap them out for over the years. But Bart fits on his skateboard very well, articulates nicely enough to fit on there. I do like the Homer there, eating his donuts in the kitchen. Otto can finally hold his guitar, and Willie plays his bagpipes. Again, you see Willie in the green. Down there, you see Willie at the back, Willie in the blue. So, variant Willies. How many times have I said Willie in this video? In the comments below, do let me know. But that is the display so far. And if I pan back a bit, you'll see kind of both displays together. And as you see, they will scale very nicely. I am literally in the most awkward bit of the toy room where the sort of two units do meet there. But the cartoon collection is coming on nicely. You see some street shots and some biker mice there. Bikes will be due soon. So all 90s cartoon goodness is here. 80s cartoon goodness is here. So I've effectively made myself a nice cartoon wall within the toy room collection. But I think we've made it. So there you go. FOMO got me. I've gone into a new toy line, and that is how much I've had to go through just to make an extra shelf of space to actually fit those in. Leaving room, of course, for the Jada Toys, Scooby-Doo, and another cartoon line. And if you've heard me before, you know I'm an absolute sucker when it comes to a toy line that's based off a cartoon that I do enjoy. So I'm really looking forward to collecting the rest of these. Maybe my wallet isn't, but let's be honest, it's probably the cheapest toy line I collect, so hopefully it won't be too bad. And the bonus, as you saw, Cheeky Monkey, big fan of The Simpsons, so I'm sure she might purchase one of these every now and then when she walks into Smith's and sees them on the pegs. So come back in a few years, effectively, and find out how long it takes me to fill this shelf up. 4 figures a wave? They don't take up a lot of space, do they? So we could get probably at least 20-25 waves if we pack them in on that shelf, so it looks kind of like a modern version of the World of Springfield below. Well, I hope you enjoyed it, ladies and gentlemen. So that is it. The craziness that comes to adding a new display to the collection and all that's involved. Please leave your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe, of course, if you are new to the channel. But all that's left to say is I've been Jay. This has been Jay's Toy Collection UK. I'll see you on the next video.